Hi.
Hello, good to see you. I'll make you a co-host so you can let people in as well if you see anyone in the waiting room.
Hello, hello.
Hi, good. How are you?
Good.
Good,
Good to see
good.
some familiar faces, new faces. Feels like a lifetime ago we were at Lex together.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Keegan. Hey, Troy.
Hey, good to see you. Well, this will be nice. We are recording this, so we're going to send it out to folks that can't join. And also, I just want to invite you all to get to know each other. You get to collaborate. If you want to share your emails in the chat and say, anyone reach out to me, we're building an HR template. Maybe you collaborate in that way. We want to be helpful. Obviously, this is all free. We'll give you what we built and kind of take it from there. And you've I think met both Amaya and I at Lex. I was on stage because I tend to talk a lot, so I got volunteered to present. But Amaya is really the brains behind making the whole VOS work here at Vineskills, and the onboarding experience that our employees have is really spectacular. So, welcome, Greg. Hey, we're just setting the stage to this is going to be a casual group of colleagues getting to kind of share ideas. You can mute if you want, but you don't have to. And we're going to do this in two parts. I'm going to share my screen at the beginning and just talk about how to build an admin or onboarding HR template. There's like three different ways that can happen. And then I'm going to hand the screen sharing to Maya. We're going to walk through. We did some work to sort of genericize our version, so it's more ready to go for you. And there's ways that you could kind of take it from there and get it implemented. So first of all, there's three ways that you can get started with this. And if you've never built a template from scratch in Filevine, it's not that hard. And I just want to show you one that we have here at Vineskills. If you go to Customs Editor, you'll see your project types. You can create a brand new project type. So that's the first one. If you don't have one and you would prefer not to start with ours, you want to kind of build your own, but be inspired by ours, you can create a brand new project. You then can assign it unique phases, like active employee, former employee. You'll immediately have built-in sections like docs and activity feed and team. You can hide those if you want. We tend to keep them there. And then you can start adding sections bit by bit. What we built took us a couple years. We started with the tech stack and then we slowly added on. So that's the first way, brand new project. The second way would be you take our entire project, put it into your org, and you've got a starting point that has all those sections and fields that you'll see in the demo from mine. So that's option number two. Option number three is maybe you already have a template that you use for HR and you just want to fortify it. You can import these section by section. You could say, oh, I just want this section, and you pull that in. So that's kind of the three ways that you can get started using this. We'll send a recap email at the end that reminds you of this. And there's a way that you can import these right in the customs editor. So if I go to a project, there's this import export. You're not going to see that in your Filevine. That's something that partners can do. But if we're working with you, we're happy to do that at no cost. If not, Filevine support, I talked to them this morning and they're willing to import either the entire project or individual sections for you. That's it. Amaya, I think over to you to kind of walk through the version that we've prepared that I think is a better starting point than some of the nuanced language we have in ours.
Yeah, awesome. So, hey everyone, my name is Amaya. I'm the People Ops Director here at Vineskills. May have met you guys at Lex, but if not, very nice to meet you all. So since Lex, I've spent time really stripping down our template that we have and making it just customizable for you guys and your firm's, internal processes. So let me share my screen here. All right, so as you can see, the welcome page is now blank and ready for your customization. So on this page, you would go in and enter, maybe your core values, your firm's mission, things that are related to who your firm is. So that's what we use this welcome page for. This next tab is what we use to onboard our new employees from days 1 through 5. It really walks them through all of these tabs here, which allows them to get to know who Vineskills is, what it's like to be an employee here. And here, I'll show you this. So let's say you have different roles at your firms. Of course, we all have different roles at companies, right? So you can customize their experience and their learnings per day for that role. So for example, let's pick team 1. And I'll show you how this works in the back end too. So if we pick team 1, you'll see that everybody has specific tasks here that are applicable to everybody. But let's see, what's it that's not loading. There we go. So team 2, they have some specific tasks that are maybe different than team 1 would have. So these populate here. And same thing for day 3 and day 4 and day 5. So this walks them through just, day 1 through 5 of getting to know your firm, what they should learn about, things that maybe, they should complete in their first 5 days of onboarding with your firm. So this allows you to really customize that onboarding experience for your new employees. Let's see, the next tab would be our tech stack. So these are the tools that you use as an employee at your firm. So for example, these are some of the tools that we use here at Vineskills. So we have Google Workspace. We have some information. I left this here just in case you guys use Google or wanted a template of how to kind of word some of this stuff. You see, these are some buttons that link to external links. So kept some of that there in case you want to use these and customize them for yourself. And then I just left some
there too. We little things like, how do you schedule a really good client call? How do you name it, so that there's consistency between team members? And so we kind of tighten that up a little bit. They can be really creative in the work that they do for clients, but a lot of the ways we operate are pretty standard.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then I just left some, templated text here that you guys can fill out that is custom to your firm and your technology that you use in your day-to-day. Employee resources. So this is where we have all of our kind of HR policies and processes. So for example, you'll see 401k, and this could be your 401 information about your 401k plan at your firm. Let's see, jury duty, information about your firm's jury duty policy. And I can show you live really quick what it looks like to update this. So if I just copy this text here from our policy, I'd go in the back end here in Customs Editor, and I would go to Employee Resources. From here, scroll down, a quick trick, you can just do Control F to find the section that you want to edit. So I'll go here, I will enter the text.
You should note too that instruction text, if you haven't used, I don't know how many of you have used Customs Editor, but there's a field type that's a widget technically called instructions. That's where we can treat this like a Word document. There's formatting options, bold, headings. So we get really creative. You can see the markup with the underscores that will create the bold. And you can also insert hyperlinks as well, right in that instruction text.
Yep. So I'm just going to show you guys what that would look like on the front end here. Reload this. So you always have to press refresh to see your new changes. I'll go to jury duty, and there it is. There's my text that I just put in. So that's how you would go in and actually update this if this was your own template. All right, our brand. This is where at Vineskills we use to provide materials like our Zoom backgrounds or Word templates or things that are very custom to us that we use maybe externally. For example, LinkedIn as well. Our LinkedIn banners are here, linked here. The way we use our email signatures are linked here. So I left this here so you guys can customize this to your firm's, needs. Let's see, our culture. This is where we use to describe how we work together with all the different teams at Vineskills, how we communicate internally. So our internal communication best practices we include here as well. Maybe there's some special teams that focus on culture at your firm. So you can highlight some of those teams here. And then I left this here. If this is something you're interested in, it's something that we use at Vineskills to understand how to work better with each other. It's an assessment that we drive to work together with. So left that here, but this is something that you can use to replace with. You can link things, you can customize what this says. You can ask them if they've read it or completed the task here. So when onboarding, they can click and say, yes, I've completed this, and press save at the bottom. So that's how you can track progress. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I'll go through these tabs, our team meetings. If there's staff meetings that you guys have, that's mandatory for your employees to attend, you include these here. And that is about it. Events and networking and optimize yourself. I left this here. This is a tab that we use to really help our team optimize their technology and their everyday life. So this is how we formatted it. And so left this here if you guys want to use that as well. And I think that's about it. Could I answer any questions that you guys have so far?
Did you take out all the tips and tricks? So we got to fill those ourselves? Dang it.
We're happy to share them with you too. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
We're happy to share anything.
Love it.
we also at Vineskills, if you worked with us, we have a library of training videos, like little 1 to 3 minute short, how to use Filevine. This is a good place to put things like that. What's nice about that is this too, is everybody in the organization has their own project. So they have a place, if you get piece of mail for an attorney or a voicemail and it comes into the Filevine mailroom, you can move it right to their project. If there's a task they need, to get done, you can task them right inside their project. So it kind of gives you a hub where they could then interact and kind of own that as theirs. And all of this is available in Filevine reporting. So if you want to see, so we have a lot of yes, no buttons. Did you do these things? So you could quickly run a report and go, who did their onboarding? Who didn't do their onboarding, and be able to follow up.
So the individual projects would be the employee. Is that how you have it set up?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yep.
So every time I have a new person join the company, I create a VOS, we call it VOS here, you call it client HR template, whatever it is, and then dash their name. So every single person has their own project that they use.
And if
It's
you
really
wanted to
cool. Genius. Nice work, guys.
Oh, thank you. And you could take it to where you want more confidential data in there. You want to maybe employments review or compensation conversations. You could have an HR team in Filevine that has access to all of the projects that are of this type. And then you just add, in addition to the HR team, you add that one individual. So that gives you some security in Filevine for managing it.
And then also one thing I want to call out too are these action buttons here. So this, if I trigger this button or enter a name here, this actually notifies somebody that they're going to be this new person's onboarding buddy. And in a workflow that we've created, that person that is assigned as their onboarding buddy gets tasks in Filevine that is related to helping this person as a new team member. So that's a workflow I can help you guys set up on the back end, if you choose to work with us with this, but just wanted to call that out as well.
Amaya, do you mind showing the customs editor again? And
Yeah.
if it's overwhelming, I mean, it would have been for me for sure. We started with just a couple sections and slowly grew this. But you can, if you collapse that section, there's an eyeball on the right, or that's where you view it, but you can hide the whole section. So if you go into the section properties, maybe you can just pick one section actually.
Sure.
Where it says default section visibility, it says always visible. So you could say, you know what, I like this idea, but I don't want to fill out all my stuff right now. So let's make it always hidden. So it's available to you in the customs editor. You didn't delete it out of your template, but you just don't need to use it right now. So that's another way to just slowly start with a couple of the sections on the left. And then my instruction, and now Maya was a huge gift to me a year ago when she started. But before I was doing the work of helping recruit and onboard employees along with our team. And my challenge was every new person, try to find a way to make it better. You know, you have fresh eyes on this, what would have been helpful. And then we've now had a place to add all those little pieces of additional improvement. So
Yeah.
The,
Yeah, that's for sure. Every new employee is a new learning and a new improvement to our VOS, that's for sure. So
the beautiful idea, because of the employees you hire are the best in the business at Filevine. And so they're the ones that are going to be the best to make an improvement. So I love it. I think this is a great product. So thank you again for sharing.
you bet. Any
absolutely.
questions? Anyone want to share? Have you tried to build something in Filevine already like this? Anyone?
I did have a question.
Sure.
It's regarding the employee resources section.
Mhm.
So I know you keep your policies here. So let's say you need to update a policy. Does that mean you need to update every single person's project manually, or is there a way to update it one time and it will update across the board?
That's right. So when I went in here to customs editor, this updates everybody's VOS across the board, the project.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Similarly, if you send out things people need to sign, you know, confidentiality, we have team norms at Vineskills. It's kind of like how you show up and interact with teammates and clients. They sign that. You can send it out of VineSign and it can come back to their Filevine project, which is kind of nice too, if you want to really tighten it up. A lot like you do for clients and fee agreements and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right.
Any
Well,
other questions?
yeah.
Anyone inspired to do this, or does it feel like too much?
Inspired for sure.
Yeah.
I love
For
it.
sure. I didn't even think about doing a separate project type for HR. I had previously put kind of like a tab for employee resources inside of every project, but this is why you guys get paid the big bucks. So
Well, we're trying to do all this for free here for you. The idea too, if you want to have another meeting and share progress, work in progress, we're happy to host that. We just want to record it and share it to everyone so they can all benefit from it. So share your screen if you like, but have it be a fake employee. So if it's helpful to kind of, you know, have a deadline to have a show and tell session, let us know. We're happy to coordinate that. And then if you go back and you're like, this sounds great, I don't want to do it. Amaya has volunteered to say, hey, we could do a paid engagement for a month with Amaya to like take your policies and procedures, sit with you in work sessions, and really get you a head start. If you want to use Vineskills services to like hit the do it for me button, you're welcome to do that too. But the goal here was not to sell us. Really, the goal is to like generously give you what we built and then let you take it from there.
that'd be great.
Any questions on if you want to install this in your Filevine? Did what I explained at the beginning make sense?
So it's included, it's free, the templates. If
Yep.
we have you, we have to tell you to install it. And then, but if we want to have one-on-one assistance, that's a charge.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And by install it, you can install the whole thing into your org, or you could install just certain sections if you've already kind of tried this effort to some degree and you just want to speed it up, we could just put in individual sections.
So are you gonna, because I haven't looked at it prior to this meeting at all. So are you gonna send us something where we can see that before it's installed, or?
This was kind of it for the show and tell.
Okay.
It's hard
Okay.
to see it outside of it. It's actually a template is actually a file. So it's a kind of like sending you a PDF.
Right.
That file is what gets imported. If we at Vineskills are working with you, then we have all the permissions we need to be able to do it for you. If we're not working with you, we'll send you the file and instructions, and Filevine support can install it for you.
Okay. Perfect.
Either way, that's free. So
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for hopping on. I know a lot of people couldn't make it. We'll send them the recording, and don't be shy about hitting reply and asking questions or sharing a success story. You know, even if it's months later, hey, employees are using it and it's been great. We'd love to hear that.
Yeah, definitely reach out. Love to hear it. And if anyone wants to work together, I shot my email in the chat. So hopefully looking forward to working with you guys. And thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye.